Greetings everyone, my name is Natasha Destiny Kaunda, and today I want to inform you about the cultural celebration of the Zambian people. Um, if I asked you to point out Zambia on a map, many people might hesitate, and honestly, that's okay. Thanks to me, there'll be no shame in that, as today I will be taking you on a brief culture journey to Zambia, a country rich in history, um, identity, and just a sense of community. Even if you've never heard of it, I promise you by the end of this speech, you will have a better understanding of what tradition, leadership, and cultural pride overall can look like in another part of the world. Um, Before I digress into our speech, I would like to explain to you these three terms that I might use throughout the speech. The first one is landlocked. Um, Landlocked simply means it's a country that's surrounded by other countries with no access to the sea or the ocean. Province is like a state, um, but just on a smaller scale. A tribe is a group of people that are categorized due to their familiarity, because they share language, customs, and just cultural practices overall. Now, we would circle back to the topic, customs in Zambia. What is Zambia? Zambia is a landlocked country in the south central part of Africa with over 70 tribes. And these tribes are separated or divided in 10 provinces. Among these tribes is the most influential and largest tribe. It's called the Bemba people. Now you would ask yourself, why am I speaking on this? I'm just not reading this from a textbook or just stumbled in this information and decided I want to inform, but I am giving this information because I am Zambian. This is my heritage, and my mother is from the Bemba. I was raised hearing old golden stories, attending ceremonies. I lived in this culture. It's part of me. So this isn't just something that's informative, it's personal to me. Um, and today I will take you on a journey. I will run you through where the Bemba came from, the story behind their most important practice celebration, and why it matters today, even for someone who's never been to Africa. The Bemba. The Bemba trace their origins from Kola, which is now a part of the country Angola. They traveled eastward, I would say, through the Luba Kingdom, which we now all know as the Democratic Republic of Congo. And finally, they settled in northern Zambia. They were led by a strong traditional leader, which we now call the Chitimukulu. And you would wonder, why did they pass through all this land? Why did they come from Kola all the way to the Luba and now in the northern part of Zambia? The Bemba people were in search of one thing: fertile land, because they wanted to farm. So they had to find a place to do their agriculture. It had to have fertile land and had constant flow of water for their farming. Along the way, they reached a river where they encountered a crocodile. Rather than turning back, they believed that their spirit was leading them somewhere, and this was a spiritual sign. They believed this was a place that was meant for them to settle and enable for them to cross that lake. That crocodile had to die. So the Chitimukulu had to kill this crocodile, and this became a sacred symbol in their history. This encounter inspired the name of their annual celebration, which is now called Ukusefia Pangwena. In literal translation, Ukusefia Pangwena means celebration at the crocodile. This celebration is held every year around August. It's more like a festival that is held every year to give tribute to the Chitimukulu for his leadership, to preserve language, music, customs, stories, and just overall the cultural heritage that they have come from. The ceremony includes drumming, dancing, storytelling. It's time when people wear their tribal clothing, cook traditional food, and just gather as one to just have that memorable experience. You might ask, why does this matter to me? To me, somebody who's American or somebody who lives outside of Zambia, why would this matter today? In this fast-paced world that we live in, especially as young people, we are losing touch with our roots. Ceremonies like the Uksefia Pangwena help keep our tradition and our heritage alive. They connect generations, they promote national unity, and just remind us of our identities and how we built through all that resilience and how far we've come. Even though you're not Bemba or Zambian, this just shows a tradition that isn't just history. It's living, it's part of the people. And if you ever decided to, let me say, perhaps travel or just do any more research about other traditions, this would be a good start. A quick recap on what we've talked about. We've explored the location and diversity of Zambia. We've talked about the Bemba people and their journey and how a crocodile became sacred. And we've also looked at their traditional ceremony, the Uksifia Pangwena, with significant meaning today. It is heart. The ceremony is more than just a tradition. It's a symbol for survival, for leadership, and pride that continues to bring people together across all types of spaces. Tradition isn't just looking back. It's about carrying something forward. And for the Bemba people, that crocodile still speaks for them. And overall, I would like to thank you for taking the time to learn and listen with a close heart to what is part of me. Thank you.